Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yo guys, what up? Me Patrick LeVar back again with another stream, and this time I'm actually here and the mic is actually unmuted. So my daughter is on summer break. She's like 7 years old, right? So she's on summer break for 2 months. So I'm struggling to try to put in content creation while having my daughter and my wife home all the time, all day long. So my schedule was totally out of whack. So resistance is high, but that's not going to stop me from trying to create content and do what I do, right? So tonight, everybody's at grandma's house tonight. So I'm home alone. And when I'm home alone, this is what I do. Some people sit and watch Netflix, play games. I play in Blender. So what we're going to do tonight is I've got this render here that I've been working on for the last couple of days. Some of you guys might have seen this previous stream. And no camera, no mic going. But today we're going to animate this. I'm going to have I'm just practicing animation, practicing. That's the only way you get better, right? So what I'm feeling is like having this slide in from the left side, slide into the right, just kind of like boom. And again, I'm thinking Instagram real size, but I don't like how limited of the space I have here. The space, it doesn't seem like I have a lot. Hang on quickly. Let's pop out the chat so I can see what's going on. And I think tonight we should also be live in the community here for those of the Blender Octane. Yes, we are live. Happy hour in the Blender Octane school community. I will set that link up there for you guys. Any of you guys are interested in that. Right now, entry fee is $15 a month. Normally it's 60. I got it at a reduced rate because it's summer break. Why not, right? But you guys don't know, lots of our engaged community here. We're in the process of building this Blender Octane 101 starter guide. We got this discussion going on right now, so I'm trying to get everybody's ideas. I want to do like a CG Boost style tutorial, but for Blender Octaners. And again, it'll be free. Just throwing it out there just to get the word out and get some love going for Blender Octane, right? So what was I doing? Let me gotta stay focused here. Let me pop out the chat so I can see if anybody comments. Yes, we do already. Octane is better than Cycles. You know, I love Octane. I love Cycles. I love Eevee. I would just say Blender Octane or Octane Render is just another option, right? Blender can handle 3. Let's rock it. We got Cycles in Blender. We've got Eevee in Blender. We've got Octane in Blender. Like, come on. It doesn't get any better than that. We can flip between 3 different render engines at the flip of a switch. It's all free. Come on, guys. This is a good time to be in the 3D game, right? Let me pop this out. I'm just good. I'm glad to actually be able to be on here with the mic unmuted and the camera up, because like this is, you guys are my family, my internet family, right? Like me living in Japan, like all my true friends live back in America, but all my YouTube peeps, you guys are my family away from my family in America. Not family, but you know, my friends. Like, come on, man. It's good times, right? Good times to be alive. The stream is currently at 40,000 non-toka kilobytes per second, which is lower than recommended. I don't know what that means. But if you're watching the stream, how does it sound? Is the sound good? Is it cutting out? Is it laggy? That's all that matters to me. Let me know while I get this set up on my side here. Yeah, I'm not prepared because, again, I don't set to a schedule on streaming, because every time I try to schedule something, literally something happens and I can't jump into the stream. So I find that just popping in when I can do it, right? A lot of times I will go on even when I can't do it and just have the mic muted and the camera off. It says nice. Everything's like nice. Good. All right, we're getting ready to start this here in a minute. Let me just tighten up this housekeeping duties here on my other side here. New computer's been running good. I did have some issues with I did update from the NVIDIA studio gaming drivers to the studio drivers, and then I started having some blue screen crashes, just like randomly. Like I'll be sitting there and then boom, I think it will just crash and restart the whole system, and I'm like, oh, what's going on, dude? So I ended up figuring out a way to really, I was using the NVIDIA Experience app. Just kinda, like, that thing is garbage. Like, I took that off, and just basically anytime I do an install of drivers or update drivers, do a clean uninstall of drivers, meaning like put the computer in safe mode, go into the DOS, clean it out, and then come back, add the new drivers in. And ever since I did that, works fine. I posted on my Instagram a video about the process on how I did a clean install for my drivers and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested into that, definitely jump on my Insta, which is one polygon with me at Instagram. Okay, I think we're ready. I think it's good. I think we're good. Showtime, right? How's the music? Is the music too loud? Is my voice too loud? Let me know. Give me some feedback. Well, it is happy hour, like I said in the other group. So I got my wine here. I normally don't drink that much anymore now. These days, literally Friday nights, 1 glass of wine. That's all I do. So, as we say in Japan, kanpai, right? I've been waiting all week for that. A little bit of red wine never hurts the body, right? Okay. So, let's jump in this thing. Here we go. I'm gonna kind of minimize myself smaller. I might even just take myself out. Got a new mouse going. I got the what is this new mouse going here? It's like the second week running this new mouse. What do I got here? We got the GFO2 Hero, and I've always just bought the cheapest mouse possible, like my whole computer career. Anytime I've always just bought the cheapest mouse possible for like ever since 2000 when I had my first laptop. Today or 2 weeks ago, I've actually spun. Oh man, this thing was like $90 in Japan. It's a lot cheaper in America, but due to the fact that the dollar is high right now and yen is not, I ended up paying like $90 for this thing. But I'm so happy I did. It's programmable. All these buttons on here, like I can program all these different buttons. I've got so many Blender shortcuts just connected. I've OBS shortcuts connected. Like if I just go like this, boom, now I can literally switch that. This is all from my mouse. I'm doing this. And then if I hit this button here, I can do my zoom in all from my mouse. Like literally one hand. It's awesome, dude. Like I wish I would have bought this mouse many years ago. So that's really fun and cool. And what did I do with the chat? There we go. Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna animate this in. I think I'm gonna go a little bit wider on the aspect ratio of this. Like it just doesn't doing an Instagram reel doesn't allow me to have too much space. Well, I guess I could just back the camera up. I'm turn my music down on my headphones. Is bumping a little bit too loud. I guess I could. Okay, we got an hour too, guys. So I gotta stay on track. So we're gonna do 24 frames per second. No, let's do 30 frames per second. We're not going for a cinematic movie or nothing. Let's go 30 frames per second. That's what a normal commercial could be at, right? And I'm gonna keep it at 1920 by 10 or 1080 by 1920, which is an Instagram reel, because that's the ultimate place where it's gonna end up. And what I'll do here, I'm just gonna take the camera and we're gonna just back this open up a little bit. So now we're starting to see this. Let's go ahead and scale this up. Fix that, right? There we go. Okay. Now it's a little bit slow for me again because we're working in new territory. Animation. That's why I'm trying to get better at animation. That's why I'm working on this right now. And I want to do that. Or do I want to do that? Yes, we are in the animation tab. Okay. We don't need that much real estate over here. We can kind of make that like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit save one more time. So what I did was I took this jug and I put it to an empty. It's connected to this. Oh, that's the camera. Where's the empty? So the camera, I'm gonna go ahead. I don't want to see that in the viewport. I want this there. So I've already nulled this to an empty just to help me do my animation, which is gonna be a little bit more easy. So I already know that I want this to be my starting point, and how long? I don't know how long this is going to be. Probably something like 10 seconds. I'm not trying to go. I don't only have an hour, so we're probably gonna maybe just do like a slide in shot. maybe have one another, like as it slides into this position here, we'll kind of have another one kind of like pop in behind it, right? But right now, let's worry about this one. So I do know I want this to be the final position. So I'm gonna go to 10 frames here. And on the null, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know why I opened that, because I think I just always like to have it. I'm gonna press I, and let's do location and rotation. And then let's come back over here to 0 or to 1. And I'm gonna go GX. I'm gonna go GX and just slide it off. And location rotation. Okay, so it kind of pops in right there like that. That's already way too fast. I'm gonna kind of cut this time down to, let's just go 40 seconds or 40 frames. So 24 frames is, we're going 30 frames. So 30 frames is 1 second. 60 frames is 2 seconds. This is less than 2 seconds. So let's add some more time to that. 60 seconds. Let's go 90 frames. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that pops in way too fast. I'm just going to grab that and drag that over to here. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, what I want this to do is kind of like rotate in, and I'm practicing what I learned in my other can tutorial. And I want this to kind of be like as it slides in, it's like leaning like, and then falls into place. So this is the last position. So what I need to do here is we're going to click on this, tab into edit mode. I'm going to go to edge select. And what I'm going to do is just grab one of these bottom edges here. I'm going to grab this. If I can grab it, I'm going to grab this edge here. And I'm going to go Shift S, cursor to selected. Okay. Go back out. Click on my null. And I don't want to keep having to select this background here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that to be unselectable. I don't want to have to keep dealing with that. Okay. Now there. Good. This is the final position. Let's go back to the beginning. And I'm going to go rotate X or rotate on the Y. So it's coming in. We're saying it's sliding in. Hey, thank you for your live stream though. Thoroughly enjoy them learning from me. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining in. So I think we're gonna I'm gonna have it like, I gotta visualize this stuff, guys. This is new territory animation for me, like, right? If it comes in that way, then or if we're coming in this, it should be leaning the other direction, right? It should be leaning this way. And then it's gonna come in and go boop. Right, so we should probably just kind of do back something like that. I'm gonna go I, rotation scale, and okay, look at that. So we got it sliding, and then I really want it to kind of hold the slide all the way till it gets here. So can I pop this open? And our rotation was on the Y. Here's our rotation on the Y. Can I just drag that a little bit longer? So we got something like, let me make my main screen bigger. This is my main screen here, guys. Variable height. Thanks for the love. So we're sliding in. Boom. Okay, and that obviously takes way too long. So how did I do it last time? I think last time I actually kept it rotated all the way through, and then once it got in place, I animated it. So what I'm going to do is back up. I'm going to back all the way back up to here. So we got it sliding in. Okay. And at this point here, I'm going to go ahead and I don't think I need that. I'm going to go rotate Y. Don't want it to go through the floor too much, right? But that might be okay. I'm gonna go rotation, scale rotation. So let's come back here. So okay, good, there we go. That's what I want. It comes in, and then as it comes in, maybe like 1, 2, 3 frames, and then it goes back to 0, right? Can we rotate? Let me see what's Y. Okay, good. Let's go Y 0. And press I on that. I should be able to keyframe that, right? Boom. Okay, hang on. Ooh, doing. Doing. Okay, that looks good. I like that. We're going to smooth it out with the curves in here in a minute. So we got boink. Okay. And then what I'm going to do from here now, so I'm going to jump over to my graph editor. And then what I did in the graph editor, there was a preference that I needed to turn on in animation. Was it animation? Only visible keying, only insert. Man, I can't remember what setting that I allowed. It might have already been saved. Hang on, let's find out. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to tab everything, lock it. Was it tab everything? Hang on, I think I lock it. I'm going to lock everything so I don't actually grab the wrong thing. And then what I want to work on, I'm just going to unlock. For me, it was easier this way. So I want to open that up. So we got everything sliding in. Boom. And I want to smooth this out here a little bit. So I'm going to grab the X location. Right here, unlock that X location, press A. Then I'm going to press period on the notepad. And we already see we got some Bezier curves already happening here. And I think I'm going to go GX. See, that comes in a little bit faster. Boom. Boom. And I think I like where that's at. But now the rotation on the Y is a little bit, we got to adjust. So let me kill that and then go to rotation on the Y. Same thing, A, notepad. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely weird here. I don't like this. I'm going to click on this guy here. I'm going to press, was it T? And I'm going to go to, no, it wasn't. Was it T? Hang on. Or V. Oh, V. I'm going to go to free. Okay. So what I want to do here is, whoop, that boing a little bit. It's coming in slow and then ramp. I can't remember which way, what the direction was on this. Hang on. So let's just play with it. I'm going to grab this guy also here. And I'm gonna go to V. I'm gonna go to free. And the reason I go to free because I can move one. If they're not, if you don't, the other one will move too. But I just want this one here. So let's pull it out and see what it looks like now. I'm gonna shorten this up while I'm working on it to 30. Then I want it to just repeat. Maybe a little bit more. 50. Boink. All right. Let's take it and let's go opposite. Let's go like linear like this. See what it does. Oh, now it's like a robot. Da-donk. Da-donk. I don't like that, definitely. Let's go up and above. Like up and higher. Like something like this. See what this looks like. Boink. Boink. Actually, I kind of like that. Boink. But it hits a little bit hard. Boink. So let's see if we can soften that curve. Pull it out a little bit more. Doink. Boink. Boink. Okay, and then let's see if we just make it straight like this. Actually, I kind of like a little bit of a pop here. Let's play with this here at the bottom. What happens if we do this? Oh, definitely don't like that. It's too robotic. Let's see if we take this and make this straight. Still hitting too hard, like it's like a robot. Let's make this whole part here like a nice big curve and see what happens if we smooth this out to be more of a nice curve. I don't like that either. I'm gonna pull this back in here. I'll kind of boink. Okay, and we take this guy here. Okay, I kind of like that. What do we got here? Thanks for the live stream. Enjoy it. I think the bottom curve, right black dot, further right. Oops, my bad. Black one further right. I mean this one. Let's see what this one does. Let's pull this one out. Let's pull it out like that. Make it a nice big curve. Oh yeah, that kind of feels good too. Boink. Boink. I kind of like that. If that's what you're talking about. I'm gonna actually see if we can flatten it out here. That feels good. I like that. Boink. All right, now what I want to do is have two others one pop out. One go boink and one boink. So as this falls into place, the other two will drop in, right? Let's do that. What's my time at? Where's my time at? 20 minutes? Okay, good. We're looking good. I got 60 minutes on the clock. 20 minutes. We're good. I just want to get one shot done, right? Okay, now that I got this here, let's take our jug, which I still... And I'm just going to go shift duplicate. And let's go GY, kind of pull that off. And I'm going to put those in the final position where I want it to be. Kind of like that. And let's go GY, kind of put it back here a little bit. GX. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Kind of something like that, right? And then let's go, was it Alt P? Clear parent. Okay. Oh, zoom into that really quickly. Actually, is this guy not sitting on the deck? Like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to move the ground plane up instead of trying to move each individual bottle. Grab the ground plane here. And let's go GZ. Is it moving? Hang on. GZ. There we go. GZ. Okay, now I know it's touching the ground. And let's grab this guy. Let's grab this guy. I probably should group this lid to it, huh? Control J. That's all one. Let's go Shift D, X. And let's just kind of real men eyeball it. We don't measure. I think that looks good. All right. I like that. I like that positioning on these two guys here. So where are we at in the time? This pops in here. Boom. And as that goes boom, these other guys are going to go pop, pop. Or maybe da-dong. Or they should fly. I'm going to have them flying in like right here. Okay, so this is going to be the final position. I want them to hit right about... Wow. So let's just go ahead and for now, I'm going to hit 20. And this guy here... This feels so odd doing animation for me. Like I just feel so out of my comfort zone, but I like it. This is what it takes to get used to this, right? I want to set this position here. Set that position. Set that position. And let me visualize this for a second. Like I want them to just have, they're just gonna pop out of thin air and then just fall into position here. So what I'm gonna do is take this guy. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames. Probably need to go farther than that. Maybe whatever. We can adjust that later. And I'm gonna take this guy here. Let me go in the front view. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go into that camera view for a second here. And I'm gonna grab this guy and go up over here like that. Now I'm gonna jump out of the camera and I'm gonna give it a little bit of rotation. Oh, hang on. Let me, actually that's fine, right? I'm gonna go something like this, right? I like that. And then I'm also gonna go scale. I'm gonna scale this sucker down to, I'm gonna go scale 0, enter. I, location, rotation, scale. And let's go back to, I don't like looking at that while I'm doing this basic keyframe section right here. Okay, that's the one I want to see. There we go. That's what I want to see. Let's go. Let's go. Shoot, what do we got here? Oh, I did it backwards, huh? This keyframe, I did it backwards. Hang on. That's cool. No biggie, because we can just take the keyframes, slide them over here, take these keyframes, slide them over here. Boink. Okay, there we go. Check it out. Boink. And that's happening way too fast. Let's kind of drag that out a little bit. Boink, boink. Okay, I'm feeling that. Now it's too slow. Still taking. Let's take all of these guys and kind of just drag them a little bit here. Boink. Doink, doink. Hang on. Boom, boom. No, it's still too slow. Boom, boom. And this is taking too long. 2 frames. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay, I like that. And then what we'll do is on the flip side, let's take this other guy here. Same thing again. So after he hits, boom, boom, boom. Let's say like 29. And I'll take this guy and drag his keyframes over here. And then we'll come over here. And let's move him out of there too. So I'm going to do the same thing I did there. I'm just going to go G, move him over here. And then we'll go R, kind of just... where is it? Where is it? Get it, get it, get it, get it. There it is. Let's do something like that. And then let's go scale 0, enter, I, location rotation, and let's hit play. Ooh, I don't like that at all, but shout out. We haven't adjusted the curves. I want to go da-da. Boom, boom. Okay, I think now let's just play with these keys a little bit. This is happening a little bit too fast, it feels like. Boop, boop. There we go. Da-da. And this guy may be taking just a little bit too long. Let's bump him over 1 frame. 2 frames. Let's just shift the whole thing over. I don't want it to be too precise. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, hang on. Now let's go play with the curves and see what we got going. Let's go play with the curves. Jump over to the curve editor. Already my little weakness of alcohol, just already 1 cup of wine and I'm already slurring. Okay, so again, I like to just do this. This is like these things I'm doing right now is all that I learned from I gotta give props where props is due. Blender Render, his animation course, project animation course or masterclass. Let me pop that sucker up here. Like I don't mind giving credit where credit is due. Where is it at? His course is cool, guys. Like, check it out. There it is, Blender Render. Oh no, that's not. Hang on. Blender product renders. And I'm sad he should be, this video should, oh here he is, this guy right here. This guy right here, check out his channel, guys. Like, I followed this right here, product animation masterclass. And dude, it was cool. It was really cool. I went through all of them. I skipped a couple, like the lighting I skipped, and the geonodes I skipped, which I'm actually gonna go back and check out his geonode setup, but the materials and the other ones, because I only wanted to do the things that were, you know, like lighting and materials. I'm using Octane, so I don't need to do what he's got going there. So I did my own version on that. But the lightweight thing, nice. But his the overall animation stuff that he was teaching was really cool, and I like the system that he does. It keeps it really simple because animation can be quite complex, right? So, you know. Lightweight. That's right. Sorry. I haven't heard that in a long time. Lightweight. I haven't heard that since back in my days of living in Cali. Don't be a lightweight, bro. Yeah, total lightweight now these days. Like yeah. After I had my daughter, I like gave up alcohol and all that stuff. Like, you know. Okay, so now what we're going to do is tweak these curves here. So we got them popping in. And what I want to do is, let's see what we should mess with first. The rotation on this, maybe on the X. What do we got? Location. We got location coming in from X and Y, right? So we got quite a lot of stuff that we can mess with here. Again, let's actually go up a little bit on this so it overshoots. So we get a little bit of overshot, right? Maybe. Oh, I don't like that. I definitely don't like that. Let's tone it down. Let's take this guy here and then drag it out on the bottom. See what this does. Nope, that comes in really quick. I don't like that. Let's take this and go like this. Okay, that might feel... I think I like that. Shoom. Shoom. Hang on, let me see exactly what X is doing. Undo. Let me come over here. Okay, X is, see, we can see it over here. It's moving left and right. Okay, I see what it's doing. So that's just kind of snapping it in there quick, like boom, boom. Okay, I like that. Let's kind of level this off and see what that does. Boom. I like that. I'm good with that. Let's move on. Y. Y. We got anything on the Y? Yes, we do. Let's do that again. Let's take this one here and I'm going to go straight up like that. And I think that's one thing that we did do in that video. I totally just forgot about it because like I haven't practiced it. In, you know, you got to practice to engrave it, right? I like the rear left swooping in around. Yeah, that does look tight. It does look tight. Whoop. Whoop. That looks tight. Okay, I like that. Let's make sure we save. Okay, what else do we got on this? And then let's go to, we got Z rotation coming in on here. I think so. Yep, we got some Z rotation. I'm just going to continue with that trend. Let's keep it going, right? Because if it's giving us good results. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Undo. Okay, let's see if we go the opposite way. Let's kind of do this. It kind of swoops in there, but it's kind of too quick. Let's kind of pull it off. Let's see if we go linear. What happens? Nope, don't like it. I think we're just going to keep this kind of like almost how it was, just default. I kind of like that. Let's kind of play with this and see what if we do this. Ooh. That's kind of tight. Boom. Let's kind of cut it in half. I think I like it coming from the up better than I do the down. Yeah, I think I like it coming from the up. Let's kind of pull it out and see what happens too. No, I don't like pulling it out. I like that right there. Boom. Now, what I would like for this to do though, when it comes in, where it's coming in swooping, like I feel that it should, what's going on here? For a second. Chatamate. For those of you who don't know Japanese, chatamate means wait a minute in Japanese. It's actually chotomate. Choto means a little bit, mate means a minute. So wait minute. Wait a minute. Chotomate ne. Where's my my comments? There we go. I gotta get my comments up so I can stay with stuff. Okay. Alright, what's my time looking at? 33 minutes. We're good. I think we can get this shot done in 6. Okay. Now, since that's coming in like this, I feel like it should kind of like overshoot like a little bit, like, right? Because like, it's like, so that would be rotation Y, I think. Rotation Y. Rotation Y. Let's unlock that. Let's lock this one. And the reason why I lock them and unlock them is just so I don't accidentally grab something else. It just helps me isolate exactly what I'm working on. So if they're all unlocked, which I've done before in other anime, when I tried to, like, I kept selecting the wrong one and it was just confusing. This way, by just locking them all and just unlocking what I want, for me as a beginner animating, it just feels more like simple and like, okay, I know exactly what I'm working on. Of course, when I get it more better, I'll probably not lock them, but for now, that's the reason why I do that. Rotation Y. Again, once you go over here, press A, press Notepad, and then you can see you can see everything here. And I probably can give myself more room here because there we go. Let's see what we got. Boom. And now this Y, let me put the cursor here and I'm just gonna grab this. And I don't see what we're working on here. Hang on for a second. G. I don't see it. Let me grab it now. What's it doing? Oh, there it is. Okay, you can see it in the background, that what we're doing here on the left side on the screen. You can see it. That's what we're working with. Very good tip, isolating parameters. Yeah, it just helps. Okay, now let's see again if we try that here. I don't like how it snaps in there. Undo, undo, undo. Grab this guy and go down like this. I don't really feel any difference. Let's grab this and go out. I don't like how it snaps. I don't like the snap feeling. I like it to roll in. Grab this guy and go GX this way here. Oh, check it out. Let's do this. We can grab this keyframe and this keyframe. And there's this little thing here in, I think it was individual centers. And if I press scale X or scale, now I can scale them in between, like kind of crunching them. Let's see what that does. I like that. It comes in soft, like don't. Okay, and I don't want them to hit at the exact same time. I'm gonna go GX, slide that a couple frames. There we go. Okay, we need to tweak that other one now. Let's tweak this other one, guy. So let's go back, and then again, same situation here. Just I'm gonna go ahead and lock all these guys, pop them open here. We got my X. Let's go X location, A. Select that, unlock that. X rotation. Let's grab this guy here. Press V. Set that to free. I probably don't need to set that to free, but I just do out of habit now. I gotta get back in the habit. Boom. I don't like how that hits in. Let's do this opposite. Let's go this one. I like that. That comes in nice and soft. Let's kind of lift it up a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. And let's drag this. I'm gonna leave that for now. Just leave that for now. Hang on. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's tight. Go ahead and close that. Let's go to Y. Grab Y. A. Period. I'm gonna grab this. Oh, now see, look. This is why if you don't hit free, see what happens? It's tweaking it, right? Undo that. So what I need is click on here. Press V. Free. There we go. I like that. It still feels like they're hitting at the same time. I'm gonna go opposite direction on this one by 1 frame. A little bit better. Okay, close that. Let's go to Z. Unlock Z. A. Grab it. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and hit V. Free them all while they were still selected. Let's go down on this one. Well, that other one comes up and this one could come down, right? Let's do that. Let's go up here just to see. I kind of like that, but it just hits too hard. It's still hitting too hard. Just soften that up. Let's go GX, bring it in. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, I'm happy with that. I like that. Let's just keep it moving. Let's keep the ball rolling. We got any X rotation here? I don't think I changed the X on the other one, huh? Let's click this guy here. Press V. Free those. Let's grab this guy here. Just drag him down. And I'm going to go undo. Let's grab this guy here. I like a little bit of that. I'm going to kind of half that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and close that. Let's go to Y, rotation. I didn't go through each one of them. I should have went through each one of them on the other one. Huh? I can still go back. Let's grab this guy here. Let's go G, pull him down. Let's see what that does. Not, actually, you know what? I kind of like that. Let's kind of do half. I don't know. Undo, undo. Grab this guy. Take him up. Kind of feels like the other one a little bit. Hang on, sorry, this track is not vibing. I'm not vibing with this track right here. Where am I at in the playlist? Yeah, all this music, guys, I get from Artlist. Artlist has been like, these guys have been sponsoring me like since back in 2016 with my other YouTube channel. It was all about mobile filmmaking. They've been they sponsored me like when I literally had like 2,000 subscribers back on my other channel. Like I've been with them for years. I think I still have the link in the description. You can get 2 free additional months added to your subscription if you guys use my link down below. Artlist, copyright free music, dope tracks. Like you can use them on a movie, you can use them on a commercial. You're good to go. Like I've never had any copyright strikes or issues using Artlist. So quick little commercial there for you guys. Let me go back here. Boom, boom, boom. I feel like, let's just leave that. Let me move on. X rotation here, A. I'm just gonna go ahead and go through the motions on these here. No, don't like that at all. Don't like that one on that one. It's gonna drag this one out. Oh yeah, I know where this track came from. This track was from the like Stranger Thing like playlist, like songs that were kind of, this is when Stranger Things was like trending hard, and they had a playlist that was kind of like songs that you would find in the movie Stranger Things. I remember that. This, I'm gonna kind of make that more straight right there. All right, sweet. I'm kind of vibing with it. Let me quickly see here what it's looking like. I hope all the labels are sticking. Oh, that's clearly out of focus there in the background, which is not bad because I could knock down the depth of field a little bit. Come back to my camera. What's my time? 43. Okay, so we got about 20 more minutes left. Right about that, about 15 more. And my depth of field. Let's go ×2. I want those to be out of focus, but not completely out of focus. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I might want to see like changing the bottle color, like maybe like a red bottle with a black lid. I'm not gonna do that today, but I can easily do that later. Change those colors up there, like just change the materials. Actually, I could do that right now. It's not gonna take that long. Hang on, let's go to shading really quick. Ooh. Dun dun dun. Did we save? When's the last time I saved, guys? It's been a while since Blender's crashed like that. I'm doing a lot right now though too. I've got streaming going. I've got OBS rocking. I've changed my output on my OBS. Now I'm running things at 2K instead of HD. Okay, let's see. Did it kill the server? Nope, the server's still running. Maybe 3 flavors. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Cool mode, mate. Thanks. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I'm digging it too. Thanks, guys, for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Don't forget, I got the Discord, guys. If you're not in the Discord, because I know everybody can't pay to be in the community, so I'm building up the Discord, you know, so we can still get some love, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa! How come we're not rebooting? Wrong, Blender. Let's see if we can do this. Recover last session. Oh, I don't like that, guys. No, dude, are you kidding me? Open recent. Animation view 1. Don't save. Oh, there it is. Whoo! I was shaking in my boots. Shiver me timbers, right? Let's get a little bit of 100 spot on that. Cause I was scared, guys. I thought like, oh no, we lost everything. Boom, boom. I still think everything is too fast. Hang on. Let's go to the dope sheet. Do you guys feel like it's too fast? I think it's just because I'm looking at it in this Instagram reel. So the last animation I did was like HD. So it just feels to me like everything is happening way too fast. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, whoa. I don't know what YouTube's is gonna try to censor me or something because I got a couple of bad words going on in there. I don't know what's up with that, but anyways. Oh, let me kill all this extra stuff in the background that we don't need. Hang on, what was I having an issue with? Like, I felt like it was too slow. I don't like how everything boom. Let's kind of take these two guys here and kind of like maybe just push them over. Hang on, something got a little bit out of shape there on that. Let's just grab him. Take this. Okay. I think that's maybe a little bit better. And let's grab this and maybe... Hang on. Why is that one not... Why is it not taking everything? There we go. That feels better. And that last guy might be coming in just like he's kind of like he's late. Like, oh, he's late. I like that. It feels a little bit more than boom, everything hitting at the exact same time. Suggestion rear tubs. Suggestion rear tubs, then front tubs. Rear tubs, then front tub last. Okay, let's try that. And then actually, never mind. All three popping in at once is cool. Let's try it though. Because the hero, well, you got to figure the hero shot. If it was a commercial, that hero shot will hit first, right? I think I'm over analyzing it. Okay, hang on quickly. What we were gonna do? We're gonna do the flavors. Let's go ahead and do that quick. Dude, what's up? Oh, nah, you kidding me, right? Every time I go to the shader editor, it's crashing. What's up? What's up, Blender? Ah, dude, what is going on? Shader. Okay, it didn't crash that time. Luckily, it saved it. What's going on? Just in case, too, let me save another version. Let me go save as incremental v2, just in case something gets corrupted. Is it gonna crash? No, it doesn't crash. Good. Okay, my camera. It didn't save my camera. I had to cut that in half. Oh, I did save it. 4.8. Let's go ×2 again. I like that ×2. Let's grab this back bottle here. We're gonna take this, make a copy. Back left. And then on back left, we'll go to material. I want black plastic new. This one here, we're gonna make a copy on that one. And we'll call this one red can. Albedo. And I have my brand color, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop those in. Oh, see, I keep doing that out of habit. Like I literally mapped that as a quick button on my map, but on my mouse now. But I still keep, out of habit, doing the shortcut. You need to get in the habit of using the mouse, the quick mouse button. Alex, what is up? Alex, what is up? Just playing around here. Already, what, about 50 minutes left? I got about 10 minutes left in my little 1 hour session of Blender Octane. What's going on? How come we don't see the material? There's back left. We want... Oh, because you know what? We need to reassign it. Probably that's why. Faces. Okay, I want that to be the orange. And I said red can. We're going to say orange can. Assign. Tab out. Ooh, what happened there? What happened to my dude, what happened to my logo? I had the logo embossed up there yesterday. I made that. I don't know. I don't want to deal with that right now. I don't have time. You're not going to see it anyways. But I had that embossed. I had the Octane logo embossed on the top in black. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, let's grab this guy here. Let's go. And right. And then let's come over here, and then we're going to go black matte. We're going to take that, and then we're going to go red. If I can spell. And then we're going to go assign. Then I come in here, change this to red. Yosh. There it is. Nice. Okay. Undo that. Let's go ahead and save that. I feel like it should be closer, but if I get closer, we're not going to really see all that animation going on. But I don't like this dead space here. We have a lot of dead space. But Shanai, this is the problem when you do like a real, you know, versus traditional HD. Dude, almost. Look at the frame rate, guys. Oh, what happened to the camera? Look at the frame rate. I'm almost doing 30 frames, almost 30 frames a second. It's dropping out a little bit though. Hey bro, how are you? Have a good stream. Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to be streaming again a little bit, right? Because yeah, I was saying earlier, my daughter's on summer break, so it's hard to do anything right now. Okay, one other thing we gotta remember to do when you're using Blender Octane, make sure that the motion blur is set. Recently, in the recent updates, they've you know what? Should I group? I'm not gonna mess with that. They've set the default, the motion blur to default, right? No, it's not. Turn on the motion blur. But hang on, there's motion blur for the camera, and then there's also motion blur for your objects. And I was reading this in the manual. So like if your camera is moving around, you need to make sure you have motion blur on your camera. and motion blur off on your object, or I don't know exactly. I have to go back and read the manual on that. But for me, my camera is not moving, so I'm going to turn off the motion blur for the camera because the camera is not moving. This in the panel here, this is just enabling motion blur period for Octane, right? Yeah, that's enabling. Then if I click on the actual object, and then if I click in here on the, what do they call this, object tab, see, motion blur is off. So technically right now, I don't think we're going to see motion blur in this unless I check motion blur. So I got to check motion blur on that on every piece. Okay, this is checked motion blurs on that. That's on that. What about our other guys here in the back? This guy here, it's on. Motion blur is on. This guy, motion blur is on. Okay, so now we should have motion blur. So what I'm going to do quickly, save a frame here. And then I'm going to go and let's go back to our animation tab here quickly. And I'm going to go to a frame where we got motion where it's coming in. You know what though? I kind of don't like seeing that little guy popping in like that. I kind of wish it was coming more from the side and then it pops in. Whatever. I can do that later. I don't have enough time. We're already at... Oh, it's already... Yeah, we only got like 5 more minutes. So let's take for a moment here and let's just render out this quick frame. I'm going to go knock this down to 500 samples for a moment. And I got motion blur turned on. And let's just see what this looks like. Okay, boom. Now we got motion blur. Ooh, but I don't like this. See how it's digging into the floor, right? So I need to lift that up. But we got the motion blur happen. You can... Uh-oh, what's going on back there? I don't see my label. What's going on there? How come I don't see my label? Let's go a couple more frames. Let's go to right here. Oh, okay, because this rotation, the way it's rotating around. Yeah, because it's only a partial label. The label doesn't go all the way around it. And we do got some motion blur happening on that. And let's render out this frame. Okay. Not looking bad. I like that. Oh, should I give this background some color, guys? Like, should we just leave it white or should we give it some type of color or... Never really thought about that. What do you guys think? See how I like the one on the right, how it just pops in? I like that. How it just pops in. I don't like seeing this shrink in like here on this side here. On this guy here. Dude, this music sucks. What's going on, dude? I don't even ever remember downloading that track. What is playing right now? I don't ever remember downloading that track. That music sucks. Let's change it. That looks stunning. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. This guy here now feels like coming in from the X location. Let's go back in here, pop in here. Like, I don't like seeing that right there. See that? I don't like that. Let's just move that forward a little bit. There we go. I like that. Can you see that? I like that way better. Boom, boom. Save that. Let's see what that looks like rendered really quick. Okay, nice. All right, so what I'm going to do here so I can get a quick render going for tonight, let me just go do and set up my camera post-processing really quick. So if you guys know what's up with the post-processing for Octane, which is absolutely fantastic and one of the reasons why I love Octane so much, I'm going to go ahead and fire up this. Where we at? 60 minutes exactly, right on schedule. Smash that like button, guys, if you're getting some value out of this. Give some love, give some love. I'll give you guys some love here too. Hang on. Let me give you guys some love right there too for joining, hanging in there with me, guys. What time is it here in Japan? Osaka, Japan. It is now 12:47, August 10th, 2024. Doing all right. We just had a major earthquake yesterday. Luckily, it was north of me. It was a huge earthquake, about 7.0 on the magnitude scale, which is very high. So all of Japan right now, at least all of the west side of Japan, we're on a mega quake advisory, meaning like the fault line that the quake was on was like a major fault line, one of the major fault lines that hasn't popped in a long time, and it's due to pop with a big one like a 8 to 9, which I hope it doesn't happen. But you know, it's been like it's supposed to happen every 100 to 200 years, and it hasn't happened yet, and it has like an 80% chance of happening. So you know, I'm hoping that, you know, if it does pop, it doesn't go crazy, and everybody's in good health, and you know, yeah. So but I've grew up with quakes coming from Cali. I lived in California, so you know, yeah, be safe. Yeah, I'm trying, bro. Yep. I've dealt with quakes before. I've been through many of them. I've been through a couple big ones here. I've been through a few big ones at home. So, you know, but you can't stress over it because there's nothing you can do about it. They hit when they hit, and you know, you just hold on to your butt and just ride it out. That's all you can do. All right, so post-processing. Octane. One thing about Octane too, if you want to get like some camera looks going, like they got like some camera filters in here. Let me kill this. I'm using GGX or AGX at the moment. I just killed that, right? So if I go into here and make sure my ACES is turned off, if I come into here, what is it at? Response curve. Check it out. I got all these film looks, like these old film looks, like film photography style. Check it out. All these, dude. So dope. Kodak Gold 100, right? Look at that, guys. Come on, dude. Kodak Go 200. Pantera. I mean, like, man, that is dope, dude. Ektachrome, right? Like, I'm a big retro film guy. Like, you know, I'm a late 70s kid. Like, I grew up with photo cameras and like film and like that. I love it. I'm a big fan. I have Dehancer. I use it. Look at this, guys. Sick, dude. But I hardly ever use them because I don't like burning stuff into my renders. Like, these are burnt into the render, right? You can't change it after you render it. I prefer to go flat and just, you know, do it post. I like to do it post so I can have more control. So I'm going to set that back to sRGB. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm using AGX. I'm going to go to AGX sRGB, and then I'm going to go to AGX Punchy. So that's what I'm going to use there. And then I'm not going to use the denoiser because I like to use the standard Blender denoiser. I'm not going to use the post. I could. I'm just used to not using it because my laptop couldn't use it. So cut off. Bloom. If I set that to 0, that's what it looks like. If I go ahead and crank that up to 50, turn this off to 0, that's the bloom, right? And then we can cut it off to just only be in certain areas, right? So I always kind of crank on that. Like, I go big and then just crank it down, and then I cut it in half. I go divide by half. When you think you have enough bloom and it looks good, cut it in half. And the reason why I say that is because I heard that from some guy in Industrial Light Magic, like a tip, like, you know, anybody in Industrial Light Magic who works there, I've listened to anything they say. So he's like, get your bloom and your glow to where you think it looks good, and then cut it in half. So I've always done that. Okay. Next, I'm not going to use any glare, but just to show you guys what glare would look like. Let me crank it up. It's not like, if you look really right here, you see this little ching, a little glare popping right there. Let's crazy. Let's go 400. That's the glare. And you can control the rays, which I'm not, you want to go anamorphic, you can go like 2, and then you go like this, put this at 90. So now it's kind of like an anamorphic thing, but I'm not going to use that because we're going for a product render style look. So we're not going to use any of that. And actually the glare, the bloom, I'm still going to cut it down and I'm going to go to 10. It's a little too much. Because in a product animation, you really wouldn't have too much bloom going on. What else do we got? I got chromic aberration, which we're not going to use in this. But I tend to use like I'll put in just a hair just on the outer edges to get some distortion, like the lens is kind of getting crappy. Then we got lens flare, which we don't have any lens, like direct light coming into the lens straight head on. You will get a lens flare, so then we need that. And post volume effect, we're not going to use any of that. Okay. So what I do want to do is go all the way down to here, and I do want to play with my gamma and exposure. So here we've got the gamma exposure. So I like to expose up a little bit and gamma down to add a little bit of maybe some contrast. But I do most of my post-processing in DaVinci. But I'm looking to get a little bit more contrasty look out of this. Now, one thing I like to do, take the viewpoint and change it to false color. This is a false color readout for those of you, like, I'm big on filmmaking and I used to do a bunch of stuff like this. This is what we use to find out, like, if the red means it's blown out, blue mean like super dark blue means it's underexposed, like the shadows are, you're losing data in the shadow. So this little blue here, we're losing data in the shadow. This little red edge is like, let me just crank it up. Let me show you. Red means it's overexposed. That means it's overexposed, right? Okay. I have this on my camera. Like when I film with my camera, this is what I can use and it lets me know what's blown out and what's not, right? So this is a good thing to use. It comes with Octane. So it's hot right now, which is okay. That doesn't, but I do like to have a little bit of blown out somewhere clipping just a little bit, ever so slightly, like right here, just ever so slightly, because if you're using like a cell phone camera, that happens. The cell phone camera will overexpose certain areas, and that just kind of helps you to give some flawlessness to it, so everything's not perfect. CG can be perfect all the time. So like I want to bring in some of those real world artifacts that happens, like it's being overblown out. Maybe we could even push it a little bit more. Right? I like that. That looks a little bit cleaner, right? And it's still too clean of a render in my taste, like, but if it's going for product animation, you do want that to be kind of, that's the look, right? That's kind of like the clean look. Okay, so there it is. Now, when I export this, you know what? Let me quickly go to ACES. If I turn these off here. Here's ACES. Well, that's what ACES is seeing. And if I export it out in ACES, that's what ACES will be seeing. But I'm not going to do that at the moment because it's not that serious. I'm going to go back to my punchy because actually, I don't know. I think I might like the contrast that I was getting from ACES. Like, I think I might like this contrasty look. Let me just bring this back, the exposure back up a little bit, the gamma. And let me bring back my false color. Okay, I think I'm going to rock with the ACES. And again, ACES is not really a look. It's more of a color management for managing like multiple different types of color profiles. Like if you got a Canon camera and you got a GoPro and you got a Red Dragon Epic camera, ACES will put everybody in the same color space. That's what basically ACES is, right? It's not like a filter or nothing. But I like this high contrasty look right now that we got going. So I'm going to leave it like that. Now, to export this out as what I'm seeing, I need to use the Octane outputter. If I come over here to output, go to Octane output, check that, save it where I'm going to save it. Okay. Hang on. I don't want to share my hard drive to the world. Hang on. Let's see where's my projects at. 2024 August. Wait, product, here we go, and then I'm gonna make a new folder called renders. For some reason, every time I start streaming online, I forget how to spell. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do here is go, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna call it test 1, enter, accept. Okay, so, I think I may have killed the server. No, it's still running. Okay, there we go. Good. Okay, now that we activated this over here. Oh, hang on. Check this out, guys. Let's get in close, right? So we can see what we're talking about. Bada pink. Boom. There we go. Ah, I love it. Now, I'm going to be using this file format or the place to say, leave all of this stock. Right now, it's going to automatically put the frame numbers at the end using all this Octane stuff. But what I want to do change is I want to change this file type. For me, I like to use EXRs. I'm going to do 16-bit EXR. I don't need to do 32-bit. It's not that necessary. And then I'm going to go from color space sRGB. I don't want that. I want ACES CG. Now I'm exporting out a file in ACES CG color space. Then I also want to change this to DWA lossless. This makes the file size a lot smaller, even smaller than a PNG, but it also holds way more data than a PNG, right? This is what the pros use. So, you know, if you're doing any type of serial video compositing or any type of VFX compositing, EXR files is what you will be using. And that's all I'm going to do. That's all I need to do right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and stop the render. Bring you guys back here and let's just render out one frame. And what I do is just render out one frame first. See what and this is at 500 samples. I'm already seeing some fireflies down here though. See down here at the bottom. Let's let it finish. And let the denoiser kick in also. Okay. That looks clean. That looks clean at 500 samples. What did that take? That took 19 seconds at 500 samples. Oh, it does look a little shady right there. I probably can crank this up to 1,000 samples. Which I'll probably end up doing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna throw 1,000 samples at it because I'm gonna get ready to take a shower and stuff. I'm gonna let it render. Like I'm in no rush. I'll throw 1,000 samples at it, and let's go back to my render window. And what I'm gonna do is go to slot 2 so I can compare it, and so I can compare the time. And let's render that again. I'm not used to cranking 1,000 samples at stuff. I'm like always. On my laptop, dude, for 5 years, I've always been able to try to just 50 samples, 80 samples, 90 samples to the most. And just use the denoiser. And I would just, you know, still maximize what I'm doing right now. And just render overnight. Just let it render overnight. So even like 1,000 samples to me is still like I feel like it's way overkill. Like, I was kind of happy with the 500. Let's see. Okay, so here's 1,000. And let's jump over here. If you hold down control and mouse up, down, you can... Ooh, sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Got to keep it rated PG for this stream, right? If I... Look, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you tell the difference? I'm scrolling between the two right now. Hang on. Let's get a little bit more. I'm scrolling between the two. This is what I do. And I'm like, I can't even okay, I can tell right here. What if you keep your eyes open? If you keep your eyes right here, there's a difference. There's one that's 500 samples. That's 1,000 samples. Like, really? When this is animating, who's gonna be looking at that part? Nobody. Look at that. So I'm gonna just so what are we talking about? 19 seconds to 33 seconds. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna I'll leave it at 1,000, but 500 samples is good enough, dude. Anybody who calls you out on that is pixel peeping. All right. So what I'll do is let it rip through a few frames. I'll go back to like frame 9 and I'll render a frame here just to see what's going on. Okay, frame 9 is obviously nothing's happening. So let's go to frame 40. I like to go in the beginning. I like to go in the middle. Render one frame. Okay. And then I'll go to the end frame, to the end, and render one frame. And that's right there. That's the final frame. That looks cool, dude. I really wish I could have changed the color on the label. I can, but I don't want to do all that. I have to go to the Photoshop files and open them up and do all that. But this is just practicing animation. Cool. So I think that's about it. Then what I'll do is make sure we save it. Render animation. And I'll let it rip through a bunch of frames, and then I'll probably come back and check it like once it hits like 25 seconds, or at least once it gets 1 second, you know, 24 frames. Well, we're doing 30 frames per second. So once it gets to like 35, 40, I will go into my file and show you guys what I would do, and then I will watch it. I use this EXR player, which works absolutely fantastic, and it's free. It's open free soft. I can't speak, guys. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. It's open source software. If I can find out where my folders are at, hang on. August, right there, renders. Okay, I guess. So you see here's the EXR files that are popping up, and now also Blender is up. Let me stop it. I forgot, because Blender's gonna do, Octane's gonna do its output, and Blender's going to do its out. Yeah, 500 is fine in my eyes. Yeah, tell me about it. Really? Like, yeah, I know. Yeah. Matter of fact, let's just put it back to 500. Who cares, right? But one thing, when you do activate this Octane output, it's rendering. Blender's still doing its thing too on the side. Like, see, Blender's still going to export out PNGs. So I would have PNGs and I will have EXRs. I don't want all that. So what I do is I tell Blender to just, hey, just give me an a video file, right? So Blender's just going to give me a video file. And let me set my encoder to H.264 MPEG. And I set that also to practically lossless. And boom. And let's go ahead and save that one more time. So that's another thing that's really cool about that is I will have all these EXR files. And then once I'm finished, I will also have this full video file. So I can literally immediately check the full video file and see if things are working. And, you know, but the EXR is like, woo, woo, woo. That was the wrong file. There we go. That's what I was thinking. Sound like somebody was at my door right now. Who's like, it sounds like somebody's at my door at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was about to get straight Los Angeles ghetto style on them right now. So that's at the door. Okay, so that's doing its thing. And if I pop over to the file, I want to show you guys that EXR player really fast because it's free. It's open source. You should download it. It's really cool. Again, I got that source from some guy who worked at Industrial Light Magic. He's like, yeah, this is something that I used. Wait, projects rendering. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna delete this file because we don't need that. Okay, so there's Blender building the AVI file, the WAV file, sorry, AVI, the WAV file, and here's my EXRs, and then the number here is all sequenced on the bottom, so they'll work out nice in play prop. This one is 26, so it's out of sync, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete that because that was when I was doing the test renders. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And if I double click on these, I already have it set by default. This is the EXR player I was telling you about. It's called DJV. And of course it's playing these files right now, but there's only 3 files to play. So let me just go ahead and stop that. But as more files come online, you can, where does it show a documentation about? Here we go. So DJV imaging 2.08. It's a free software. Go ahead and download that, guys, and get a hold of this. It plays EXRs like flawlessly. Your system doesn't struggle at all. And then it's like, it's very customizable. You can change all these color spaces inside of here. It's like, it's sick, dude. Look, you can separate the color space, RGB and all that. Like, it's dope. It's dope. I don't need all that right now, but yeah. All right, so it's doing its work here in the background. And that's it. That's a wrap for tonight, guys. I'm tired. I'd like to give everybody big shout out and love for joining me on the stream. We got our 1 hour in. I don't know if we had how many folks I had from the community, from Blender, from the Octane school. Most of my peeps from the school, they're on the other side of the world. So like anytime I'm online, they're like literally like when I'm online, everybody's asleep. Chris, he's up right now. He's always working on his Lego movie in Blender, so he's been a OG supporter for a minute there too. What else did we did? I just did some a little bit of housekeeping in the classroom that we worked on here. We've got this new series from Scott that he's been pumping out a video a day take a look at Scott YouTube. He's been pumping out a video a day about Blender Octane nodes. Like, and I've been categorizing everything that he's been pumping out. Like, it's sick, dude. It's so dope that the stuff like I'm learning so much from just everything he's pumping out. So take a look at Chris's YouTube channel. Let me go ahead and dump into that for you guys so you can see that quickly. Give love. Kill that music right here. Steven Scott. Take a look at his YouTube channel. Boom, boom, boom. We go to a video. And then look, that's what he's been pumping out here. Daily. Look at that. 9, 10, 11, 12. All Blender Octane stuff. And then you gotta check out my boy Alex. Alex is also YouTube. His, like, right now he has been schooling us on the Blender Octane compositor. Like, seriously dope videos on the world of the Blender Octane compositor is so powerful, guys. Like, I'm so happy to get into that video. I just don't have, trying to balance time right now with my daughter being out of school. Hang on, I totally skipped Alex's page. Back over here. Right here, check it out, Alex. Right here, he's got this number 1, he's got number 2, and he just released number 3, which I gotta put in. I haven't updated the class yet, but I'm gonna put that in here. Take a look at Alex's page 2. Let's go to it. Boom, he's dropping mad skills, mad compositing skills, even in the textures on Blender Octane stuff, guys. These are my 2 sources right now for Blender Octane that are just absolutely there's the light mixer. Like, this video is so sick, dude. I can't even get into it with you guys right now. Just go to these channels, take a look at it. All right, guys, I'm jibber jabbing, I'm tired. Thanks for hanging in there, hanging in on the stream. Awesome. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Tomorrow, I'm actually off all next week, so keep an eye out around the same time. I'll probably be jumping around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock p.m. my time in Japan, because that's when my daughter goes to bed. And hope to see you guys then. Keep grinding, guys. Keep rendering. Keep having fun. Live life. Enjoy the moment. Stay in the present. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Patrick LeVar. Peace. Oh, and I'll probably be posting this. Check Instagram. It might be on Instagram. Probably tomorrow. I'll throw it on Instagram. If not, it'll be on the YouTube. It'll be on the Instagram. Take a look at it tomorrow. All right, guys. Much love. Peace.